Hello and welcome back to the I'm Hungry podcast. Once again, we're back. I'm Foster.
I'm Daniel.
It's been a little bit. How long has it been? Like a couple weeks now.
It's been like a month, I think.
It's okay. I was busy with school.
I
School
was
was
super
getting
busy.
hectic.
Yeah.
I just had midterms like last week. It was wild. I had 4 tests in the span of 2 days. Like
Oh,
exams, like full on.
that's terrible.
Like, yeah, like it was really bad because I woke up. I'd wake up at like 9, take a test,
Yeah.
and then the next class was like another exam. I didn't do too bad though. I don't think. Right now,
Have you gotten all the results back from him?
most of them. Yeah, I think.
Okay, yeah. Nice.
Right now, I think I'm like C average, like a C plus. So
Nice. Yeah.
it's wild because I used to be so much better in high school, But
Yeah.
C's get degrees, man. Like that's what I'm on right
These
now.
get
That's what I'm
degrees.
on. But
Wait,
yeah,
so do you have like how do your exams work for most of your classes? Is it like you have a midterm and like all at the same time, or do you just have like exams throughout the year and these just happen to line up? Because like I don't have
uh,
midterms. I just have
typically,
like constant exams.
yeah, typically it would be like we have like a midterm.
Oh
Like I
wow.
only have like yeah, like in like one class for example, it's just like homework and tests, and like that's it.
Yeah.
Those are the
But
only
you only
grades.
have like two. You only have like a midterm and then
Yeah,
a final.
midterm and then final. That's it. And then in some classes they'll do like a presentation in addition or something like that, or sometimes not even at all. But yeah, I usually only have like 2 tests, and that's
That's
it.
crazy. I've had a minimum of 3 tests and a final every year.
Damn, and a
So I don't
final,
even like
so like four
people are like,
exams.
yeah, like people are like, I have, oh yeah, I can't do any, I can't like go hang out today. I've got
Yeah,
midterms coming up, and I'm like, that's like, I don't have midterms. I just have like
yeah. You're
every
like, come
like
on.
I just have like one, but I mean, it's not all at once. So I understand it being all at once. That sucks. But
Yeah,
I
it
have like,
it wasn't even supposed to be like the teachers like just don't communicate. Like I once again like ASU. You know what I mean? Like you think.
see, yeah, because my professor will literally like one of my classes. He'll figure out that we have an exam. People will tell him we have an exam like the same day or the same week as one of his exams, and he'll be like, "Oh yeah, I'll just move mine. So I'll push it back a little bit or push it forward a little bit." So
Yeah,
he's very nice about that.
it was gonna be like that again. Our next test was all supposed to like the next
Oh,
test was also supposed to the same thing was supposed to happen, but we told them this time. So we are like, hey,
nice.
no. But yeah, I moved my setup again, audience. I'm actually in my room now. I have a funny story about how I got set up in here. I wanted to set up in here for a long time, right? Like I used to have it out there in like the living room, but it was just taking up way too much space, and it was like TV area and then like my computer, and it just
Yeah,
like it didn't
right.
flow well. But I was like I can't put my computer desk in my room because there's no Ethernet port. The only Ethernet like cable port is out there by like the sink,
Okay.
and it was on like like the whatever you call it. Like you had the cutout like on the outlet
Yeah, right.
in here. So I have like an Ethernet port, but they don't have the cutout for it. Let me see if I
Oh,
can get
it's
this.
behind the cover.
Yeah, it's right here.
I
The
can see it
there's
coming out from
no
underneath.
yeah, there's no like cutout for it. I like put I was like frustrated, right? So I like put a maintenance request in to my apartment complex. I was like,
Yeah.
can you guys like turn this outlet into like a Ethernet port? Is like that's something you can do? And the guy like came up here and like he just like looks at it, he's like, isn't that one it? And he was like, I was like, I don't like no, like I can't plug in the Ethernet port. And I like pointed at the Ethernet port. He was like, oh okay, well sorry, I don't know, I can't really do anything. Like I'll talk to my boss, and then like I get an email like 2 days later saying it was like rejected, like my maintenance request. So I was just like, fuck, like I
Sucks.
can't do anything. So I was really proud because I took a screwdriver and I found that. I was like I'm gonna see for sure. And I like unscrewed it and then I was like, whoa,
Wait, so you unscrewed it and there's just a port behind the cover?
yeah, it's just there and it's like it was just chilling. Like I don't know why they wouldn't put
Why
that
did they
kind of
mention
outlet
behind the
cover
cover?
on
Yeah.
there. It doesn't make sense, but yeah. I'm able to have my computer in here now, and
Nice.
it's actually
Where,
so much better. It's like I actually like it way better. It fills up this space in my room. Like this
yeah.
space before, it just wasn't even doing anything.
Right.
So, and like I've got my computer right here, and like it makes my room feel like way more like roomy. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
feel a lot more comfortable in this space now.
Yeah. I love having my desk in my like, cause in both of my dorm room and my like this bedroom, I have my desk in here with my computer, um, and it just makes it feel like, I feel like productive. I can
Yeah.
just get up and work. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah. And then yeah, like I just like the vibe better. Like I feel like the camera looks better. It's like
Yeah, it
a
looks good. The background, I like how your camera like blurs the background a little bit, so
yeah,
it looks
right.
like you're
I,
like
I think it's
a
cool.
streamer. Yeah.
I'm like cool guy. Uh, have you seen that? Have you ever seen that video?
No,
Cool guy has chill day.
no, I have not seen that.
Dude, it's so funny. It's just like it's really stupid. It's from like 2007, but it's this guy
Yeah.
literally just puts on like a zip up hoodie. He takes one of those like mannequin heads and like puts it on top of his head and like zips it all the way up. And it's just like him like walking around like doing this like yeah like he puts like sunglasses on the mannequin head and there's like a goofy song playing and he's just walking around like that's cool guy and he has a chill day.
Cool guy has a chill
Look up
day.
cool guy has
Wow.
chill day if you want audience.
Yeah, yeah.
But are you ready to graduate? Are you ready to like be an adult? Cuz that's like next
No,
year.
it is next year. I don't know. That's why I want to just go to grad school so I don't ever have to be an adult. I can just
I
continue
guess.
being a student.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like I'm low key scared.
Like, what do? You got to find a job, right? And
Yeah,
then
like I don't know if anyone's gonna
start.
hire me. It's so like it's so weird because everyone in my program is like it's like my program is the kind of program where it's like you're either really good or you dropped out 2 years ago. Like I'm like kind of the only guy that's like I shouldn't say that. I'm the only one that I know of that like is consistently just like struggle, like Mr. Struggle. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
everybody's always just like, no, I'm not. I don't get like made fun of or anything, but it's like a
Like, are
known
you
thing that
sure?
like I'd be struggling.
And you're sure that like no one else is struggling? Because I feel like
No,
that's
I feel like
unlikely.
yeah, like I feel like there's definitely other people struggling, and like I see
Yeah.
the exam scores right. I'm
Yeah.
not getting the lowest, so
Yeah. So I mean, there's other people. They're just not vocal or anything about it.
yeah,
But I mean, yeah, like
I just need to get a
these are
job,
the
dude.
grades, right?
Like get a
Yeah.
job out here, and then
Where
once
do
I
you want to
start
work?
making TSM would be fine, I
Oh yeah.
guess.
Yeah. I'm sure
There's
they
this
would
one like
hire.
there's this one 3D printing startup in California called Carbon. They're pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. Wait, I think
Um,
you told me
I've
about that
definitely talked
before.
about it before.
Yeah, that's cool. Oh,
Have
speaking of 3D printers, I want to make a thing, and like I want to do more big like cosplay prop making, like I did with Darth Vader.
yeah,
And the
dude, I
printer
want to
that
do
we
some
have,
cosplay. I've been thinking about
it's
that too, low key. Like,
yeah, it's really
I
fun.
feel like it would be fun. Yeah, like
It is really,
just choose my favorite anime character and then be like,
yeah,
ah.
it's pretty cool. I especially like,
And Phoenix Comic Con is pretty big too.
yeah, it
Like I
is.
think because there's like
I
San
want to go
Diego and then
there.
like Phoenix is like the second biggest or something.
Yeah, I want to go because I like characters that have masks. 'Cause then I don't have to like
Yeah.
I think I would be good at acting like the character, but just all the time would be, I like being able to not care what my face is doing and just do stuff with my arms. Like Darth Vader does the fist all the time and he points at people, chokes people.
Yeah.
So I like doing that because it's like, that's just I can be the character without having to speak
Yeah.
until I get my sound system working, or without having to like make facial expressions, and I can just walk around. That sounds like a lot of fun. So I
It
want to do more 3D printing so I can make more helmets and more like armor and stuff.
yeah.
But I don't have the printer that we have is like we have a good one that's really small and then a one that's not very reliable that's huge. Like and it produces you have like a 50% chance of it like totally exploding or like producing something that's okay. So I was like
Nice.
looking around for because I want like a huge 3D printer, but they're all super expensive. And I found some on eBay that are like kind of older, but they're still way newer than what we have, and
No.
you can get them used from the company for like one that's like $500 with like a 400 by 400 by 450 millimeter
That's like a
volume, like
huge 3D printer.
humongous printer. Like you can print a whole 3D printer on this 3D printer. Like, and it's like it was like $200 on eBay, and I was
Really?
like, but
Yeah. What the fuck? I need a 3D printer. Goddamn.
it's so fun. And if you have like if you have a giant thing, you can print whatever you want. You could print anything, and in
A
one shot,
gun.
you wouldn't. You, we're not advocating this, audience, but yeah, I mean, you
Yeah.
could print like
Guns? No, I'm done with the joke. I'm done with the joke.
anything. Guns?
Like, more guns? Bombs?
Bigger guns?
Okay. Don't watch this, government. I'm not a domestic terrorist. I swear. I don't know how to make bombs. I don't know why I said that. I don't know why I said that. Anyway.
You didn't need to add that.
Yeah, I really did. Anyways, 3D printer.
I
Yeah.
don't know how.
I mean, I could probably figure it out. I feel like
I feel
you
like it's not helpful to add.
Well, let's think here. Like sodium and water, that explodes, right?
Yeah, but it's not very powerful. You can't blow stuff up with it.
All right, fucking magnesium and
You can't do anything with any of the metals.
Damn.
Like, I mean, unless you have a ridiculous amount of it, which is so expensive and really like dangerous, you can't do it because it'll react with the water in the air.
What is
It'll, like,
gunpowder?
Yeah, there's gunpowder. You can do.
What is gunpowder?
Oh, it's sulfur and something
Like carbon?
like sulfur, I think.
I feel like there's carbon in there. Carbon is in everything. But yeah, 3D printer. I remember when 3D printers first came out and they were like $1,000 for like a just like
Yeah.
anyone. Like
The little one that we have was like $400 when my dad and his company first got
that's
it.
crazy.
But
So
now-
like 3D printers are going to be like things that like are probably like 3D printers are going to be like printers for kids,
Yeah.
for like our kids. Like the way that printers were for us, like you knew what a printer was and like you used it every now and then, but you weren't really printing that much stuff out, right?
Yeah, but like then when you get older, you start printing out a lot of stuff. You know, I mean, I guess I don't print out as much stuff now because most of it's
Like PDFs, yeah.
yeah. But yeah, 3D printer. Like honestly, you should get a 3D printer. You
I
can get
want
one.
one. Yeah, I
for
want one now.
You can get like an okay one for like $150, or I mean, at least if you find a good deal, like you can get like a really good one for like $200. And I think for the amount of fun and the amount of practicality you get out of it, it's totally worth it. Like
Yeah.
if anything that you have breaks, like
You can
my
just
water bottle hook clip broke,
print a little
look
new
it up
part.
or design it, done.
Yeah, because this thing,
So
like,
easy.
3D printer's been around for so long now. Like, there's so many of those, like, websites where
Yeah.
you can just download the fucking specs for anything.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like the Darth Vader file. I mean, some of them you have to pay for if they're like really good, but you just go on thingiverse.com and you look up, replacement water bottle cap for this or replacement part for this car, and they'll just
Yeah.
have it.
For a car, too. Yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah, like maybe not like one of the
you think you can
metal
make-
engine components,
Yeah.
but like some like gasket or something. Oh my whatever, my air conditioner thing broke.
Like a gas cap.
Yeah, literally you can print a gas cap so easily.
Yeah.
It's just really fun.
That sounds, yeah, I need me a 3D printer. What would I do with the 3D printer? What would I print? I'll print some bookmarks, maybe.
That's good.
Yeah. I'll be reading, dude. I'll be reading.
Yeah, I need to be reading.
Let's see.
What are you reading?
Let me grab this real quick. I'll be reading this. This is what I'll be reading. This is This is the last book of the How to Train Your Dragon series.
Yes. How many books are there?
There's 12.
12?
There's 12.
Oh my
This
gosh.
is a book. Yeah. 12.
That's crazy.
Great book series.
Like I'm not sure.
Great book series. We'll figure it. Whatever. But yeah, it's a great book series. I started it when I was like a kid, and I'm just now finishing it. Way better in the movies. I don't know how they fumbled that bag
How
so
they
hard.
got away with that.
Yeah. Which it was like successful and like people liked it, but like
Yeah.
the
Well,
source
the first
material
one
was
was.
way better. Like I don't know how.
Yeah. Okay, you know what? All right, we're not gonna get into this argument again, but if that's how you feel about How to Train Your Dragon, you will feel like a million times better.
But no. Okay.
Yes,
I
I'm gonna
listen.
say it. Harry Potter.
It'll happen eventually, but it's literally like gonna happen when I have a kid. Like I'm gonna read it at the same time as
That's
them.
fine. You know what? That is totally fine because you'll read it to your kid. You'll be like, all right, I'll read this for my kid or whatever, and you'll be like, you know what? Screw you, child. I'm just gonna go read it by myself.
Yeah.
Like you will. Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
it doesn't matter
I'm
when.
gonna get
It
ahead of
has
my
to
kid in
happen.
the books.
Yeah, you will. I mean, you won't be able to not
I don't know.
unless
Maybe
your
I've
kid.
been thinking about doing like a book club like on stream though. Like
Oh, really?
do like a weekly like I don't even be streaming. I haven't streamed all year, like all of the new year so
Oh,
far.
really?
I don't know why. I just be hella self-conscious, but I just need to get over it. Um, but yeah, I was thinking about like having like a book, and I'll be like I'm reading this part this week, and then like the next like Friday, for example, like book club Friday or something. Like I'll go on stream and I'll just talk about that part of the
What
book.
you read.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then if people like
Yeah, if
get
people
into
want
it,
to, yeah, if
read
people
it.
want to like go along,
Yeah.
they can buy the book that I'm reading. They can read the part, and then they can come in and be like, "I thought that."
That's wait. Can they come in and like be on video or do they just chat on?
Well, there's like there's like a new feature that they just put in. I think that lets like you just like grab people from your like chat,
Yeah.
but typically it'd be like a Discord or something. Like I have like a streamer Discord, but I think there's only like
Okay.
I think it's like literally like me and like Simon in there. Oh wait, fuck. What did I just do? Whoops. But yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. I mean, your setup looks good, so I feel like you should just go for it.
Yeah, I really want to. It's such like a like at the same time though, like I don't know if I'm ready to be famous. Like if I become famous, like I
I
don't
feel like
know.
it's probably gonna take long enough for you to get famous that you'll have a lot of time to decide
Yeah.
whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
Like it's not gonna be like, oh yeah, if I stream next week, that's it. That's
I'm
over.
famous now. Ah.
Yeah. You'll stream
But
next week and you'll get like a couple more followers, and then like over time it'll be like, yeah, is this something I want to do?
yeah.
And if you'll have time,
Also like the question of
figure
like
it out.
where I would stream because like Twitch is good, but it's very obvious that they're falling off. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's such a complicated question because the market share, like the market space of live streaming has been like dominated by Twitch for like the past like 2 decades basically.
Yeah.
And because of that like monopoly that they have basically, they've just become like stagnant in terms of like new additions to like the site, like creator features, like layout designs, like troubleshooting, like ease of life on the website, you know. So people like YouTube and like Facebook when they tried to do like Mixer and like a bunch of other people now, like there's this one called Kick that's going on, but like yeah, like the market space for like live streaming is just like a wild west sort of like
Eh,
deciding like where to stream is like important because YouTube has like if you stream on YouTube, if you have like a good title and thumbnail for your live stream, you
yeah.
can get a lot more people through your like thumbnail and title than you would on Twitch because Twitch
Yeah.
is like the discovery features on Twitch is just garbage. Like
Yeah.
you that's why it's hard to make it on Twitch is because no one typically just can find you. So like I might stream on YouTube. I don't know. Like
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure that out. And if I stream on YouTube, like I would need to start like all over again, which is granted like I'm not really that far, but like I would need to reorganize like my layouts and shit.
Are you able to stream on multiple platforms at once?
I think so. I don't know. I know that like when live streaming like first came out, it was like that it was allowed. But now
No.
I think like Twitch has rules against like simulcasting.
Yeah.
They might
I guess
not.
that makes sense, but I feel like, because I mean, if you wanted to, yeah, I mean, they just want to protect their
Yeah, yeah.
profits, their, I mean, yeah, their content.
Yeah, which is like lame because I used to watch this one guy who did that for a while before they banned it, and it was like legit.
Yeah,
I was like, this is dope. Because like, if I wanted to watch the video, I would watch like Twitch, but like, since he was streaming on YouTube, I could just like lock it. I don't know, because at the time I had like a hacked version of YouTube
oh yeah,
where I had like autoplay on, and I don't pay for Red.
yeah.
Now I just have regular YouTube because I have an iPhone.
Oh yeah, the iPhone. Oh, that brings me. My laptop. I'm looking for a new laptop because mine, like 4 days ago, spontaneously decided that it no longer had Bluetooth, and it never had Bluetooth. I spent 4.5 hours trying to solve this problem. I went into the command prompt of my computer and ran like a health check thing, and like I followed all of the YouTube videos where it's a guy like, here are the 4 ways you can fix this. I tried all of them. I got to the point where the next YouTube video I clicked on, all of the methods they told me I'd already
You'd
tried.
already tried them.
Yeah. So I tried literally everything, and like the reason I know that my computer like thinks it doesn't have it is you run the Bluetooth troubleshooter to see what's wrong with your Bluetooth, and it
Mm-hmm.
says this device does not have Bluetooth. That was the
Whoa.
only error. It was literally gone. So I can't. There's no button to turn it on, so I can't connect anything to it. Um, that was kind of like the last straw. Like it's been
Yeah.
making some really weird noises. It's like it like clicks really rapidly
Damn.
when the fan turns on.
Yeah.
But I mean the performance is still pretty good, but it's just starting to like fall apart a little bit. So now I'm trying to decide, should I do a Mac or should I continue with Windows?
I think you should continue with Windows.
My dad thinks I should, or my dad says like he likes his Mac so much that he would never go back to Windows. So like I was thinking that what you're thinking
Really?
now, but I don't know because I know that
I don't know. Are you using it for like school and shit?
yeah,
I would get a Windows computer then because
yeah,
I don't know. Me personally, I just know like I know some people in my classes that have Macs and like they literally can't do some things
yeah.
sometimes because
I
it's just
knew
not
I have
on
it.
Mac.
Yeah. I wish that
Yeah.
like the only reason I would do a Mac, the two reasons I would do a Mac instead are like the build quality obviously is
Yeah.
really good, but mostly the operating system and the interface is just so like standardized. You know, like Windows is such a hodgepodge of
Yeah.
if you go far enough into the Windows settings, you can get to like Windows XP or something. Like you'll get a window that's like super pixelated and with like the old-fashioned like minimize
Because it
buttons,
just
like
hasn't been touched.
yeah, it's buried there for like
Yeah.
a decade or something. So it's just so like, and everything, every app has slightly different layouts and stuff, and I like that on
Yeah.
the Mac. Every of the master button, like for file and edit and insert and stuff, is all in the same place. It all looks the same.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's worth the pain of like not being able to use them, or having to like get a Windows virtual machine or something.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's a tough question. I don't know. I feel like in terms of like personal computing, Apple really is kind of just gonna eventually like take over. Like, you
yeah,
know what I mean? I don't know. Like with my phone, for example, like I was such an Android guy for so long because there were so many things on Android that iPhone just didn't do. Like
yeah,
widgets, like Android had Touch ID way before iPhones had Touch ID.
yeah,
They had Face ID way before iPhones had Face ID. Like you think about it, like Android's probably had it better or had it before, but like iPhone, they literally do that on purpose. So like they'll wait for the Android to put it in, they'll refine it, and then they'll put
yeah.
it in their shit, and people are like, "Whoa!"
It's amazing. Yeah, and
Yeah,
like
and
that's
it's
a
like,
good. I mean,
eh,
that's how you end up with stuff that people really enjoy using,
yeah,
rather than like finicky things. And I appreciate that. I also appreciate Android like constantly being on top of this stuff,
yeah.
even if it's
So
not the best, like giving you all the tools.
yeah, exactly. It's like now they're at a point where it's like everything I do, like I'm not really on the cutting edge anymore for like the Android shit. Like if you're gonna be on the cutting edge for Android shit, you're like downloading APKs off like Chinese app stores and like
Yeah.
rooting your phone and shit. And that's crazy. Like I don't be doing that. I need to learn how to like code before I can do that. Uh but yeah, like I don't know. I feel like it's just Apple products are just so easy to use and they're so intuitive now, and they're like
Yeah.
they were already that before, but now they're like very versatile, even more
They're a little more.
versatile
Yeah.
than what they used to be. Because now you can like look at their files, you can download like outside things.
Yeah. Like it's like they're no longer sacrificing practicality for ease of like intuitiveness as
Yeah,
much, right? It's still intuitive, and now it's more practical and more versatile,
yeah,
and that's cool. I just yeah, I don't know.
yeah.
I'm
But it's
tired
like
of
fuck Apple, fuck like the consumer, like
yeah
like because
the whole ecosystem that they have
Apple
right
is like the way I feel about Apple is like a Venus flytrap. It's like you
yeah
once you're in there, they're gonna thrash you around because they can. It's like if anything happens to my phone, I can't take it to a third party, right?
yeah yeah
Because I'm pretty sure that like voids the warranty or some shit. I don't know shit about
uh,
Apple, but like yeah, it's all like proprietary hardware that like needs special tools, right? Like that was the whole thing about
yeah.
like
See, that's
uh,
not cool. I don't like that.
exactly, and that's why I don't like that either. It's like it's scummy, feels
Yeah
gross. Like it feels like yeah, it's just like I don't know. It's my I have a problem when it's like I'm at the mercy of someone else.
yeah
That's why I
yeah
hate like my car. Like I don't I need, I need to learn how cars work because
yeah
anything bad happens with my car, I'm like fuck.
yeah.
I should
Because
be
no
able
one
to
knows how
solve
to.
this.
Yeah, I really I want to learn how to fix like minor things on cars too. Because you go and you take it and you know it's a really simple thing for someone who knows how to do it to fix, but then they charge you
Yeah.
so much money.
Literally.
Yeah, so I don't know. I gotta decide. Plus, I know that Windows computers you can get them with better graphics cards and better, bigger RAM and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
like, that's why like gamers and like I
You're not
really
really
want
going
to
to be
be doing
updating a laptop like that though.
what?
You're not really going to be upgrading a laptop like that
No,
though.
no, not upgrading. Just purchasing them. Like you can get them configured with
Yeah.
better better specs than Mac. But obviously it costs more. So like I was trying to see if my
Like
school had
does it
discounts, but
though?
they I
IDK.
think well my school
Macs
has
are expensive as
how
fuck.
expensive because my school will give you like a MacBook Air with an M2 chip for $1,000, which is like
That's
pretty
pretty good.
substantial. Yeah,
Yeah, I
and
thought
like
like I'm pretty sure like a new Mac is like 2200. Like the newest
Jesus,
like top of the line. I think it's
yeah.
around like 2200 or something. I may
Oh
be
my
completely mistaken. I don't know where that I'm getting that number from.
yeah. I think my school gives you like a 40 or 50% discount then because all of their Macs were like I mean I could get a MacBook Air with the M1 chip for yeah yeah I don't know. I think Air is like more portable, whatever. Doesn't have cooling fans, which seems ill-advised, but I don't know. Okay, so a thousand. I guess never mind. It's not that big a discount, I guess, but yeah, I got to figure it out. I got to figure out exactly what the downsides are to the Mac. Like instead of being like, oh yeah, I might not be able to run some software. Well, is it software I care about running? Because mainly I want to be able to CAD really, really fast. Like super snappy. Because like right now, SolidWorks on this computer is very slow.
Yeah. Dude,
So
I might have not been picking up my audio this whole time. I know, right? Well, so we'll see. Let's just keep going.
okay,
And at the end, I'll check. And if it wasn't, rip this episode. But yeah, I just looked over and like the thing was like off. But
oh no,
it might still be okay
maybe
cuz I'm pretty sure that mute button doesn't actually do anything. But
okay.
yeah. I
Is
might
it
have
on now?
yeah, it's on now. But
All
I
right.
might have
Well, do
just
you
I might
wanna?
have what?
Should we like what happens if the audio was off? Do we just rip this episode completely, or do we continue now and just say, hey,
Probably just rip the
you know,
episode completely because it's been like
okay.
30 minutes. Rip. We'll see. We'll see. We have 15 minutes.
All
I
right.
guess the audience already knows if it was ripped or not.
Yeah. Well, they wouldn't if we.
They
didn't
wouldn't
post
know if it was ripped, but they will know if it wasn't.
it. Yeah. Yes.
Interesting.
That's true.
Is the cat alive or dead?
We could title this episode, "Was This Ripped?"
Was it ripped?
Was it ripped? And they won't know what it means, unless they will know what it means if that actually does.
If they make it to this point in the episode.
Yeah, exactly.
Was it ripped? It wasn't ripped. If you're watching this.
It wasn't if you're watching. Okay, cool. Well, what else? Oh, I have a funny story about some random thing that happened on campus. It was really weird. So
Nice.
I was going to Chipotle like 10 minutes before they closed. It was late. They didn't have any meat, and I got my bowl.
Classic
I was just super
Chipotle.
hungry.
Out of the steak.
It was out of everything. We don't have any protein. I was like,
That what?
I'll get beans, and there was nowhere else open. It was like 10 o'clock. I couldn't go anywhere.
We don't have any of our food.
No food, just beans, rice, and veggies, and that was it. It was pretty good, but
wouldn't be my Chipotle. Just saying, I wouldn't have let that happen. But I was fired. God damn it! I still have the hat.
Oh really? The little. Yeah.
What's up? I work at Chipotle. Hi, what can I get started for you today?
Can I get
Burrito? A bowl? With white or brown rice?
Double white rice. I'll do double brown rice.
Double brown. Okay, what kind of protein?
Chicken. Please.
All right, chicken. Do you want any sauce on that?
Could I do the fajita veggie?
Do you want any queso?
No thanks.
All right, cool.
Extra.
All right, well, what about mild, medium, hot?
I'll do mild and hot.
Lettuce, guac.
Cheese and lettuce, and that's it.
All right, cool. Chicken bowl.
Yep. Oh yeah, you were talking to the cashier. Yeah. There we go. So we just learned how Foster takes the Chipotle order and what I order at Chipotle.
Yeah.
That was premium content right there.
They're super stingy about the rice.
That's why
they make you practice. They make you practice your scoops.
Oh really?
Yeah, and they put a scale on it. So they give you a bowl and a scale, and they're like, it needs to be like 2 ounces of rice or some shit. And they're like, if you get it, they're like, you need to be within 0.2.
Wow.
So yeah, you literally have to like practice your scoops.
I've definitely seen people who do not care about that.
Oh yeah, once they put me online, I would just like scoop hella. Like I was like the homie on the line. If you ever came and got Chipotle from me while I was working at that Chipotle on Mill, there's this one guy that came in like every day, and I learned his name, but I forgot immediately after I got fired. But there's this one guy that came in every day, and I learned his name and I learned his order because like that's what they tell you to do too. They're like, remember the regulars. But yeah, I was hooking people up. I would just be like, because I know like you're trying to eat, bro. Like I don't, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna.
And the rice is one of the best things about Chipotle too.
And
like,
it's Chipotle. Like, shut the fuck up, Megacorp. Get out of here. Like, you're fucking like, you care about the extra 2 ounces of rice. Like, get the fuck out of here. Or 0.2 ounces.
That's why you have to ask them. If I have never had anyone turn me down for asking for a specific number of scoops of rice. I will say 2 scoops of brown rice and 1 scoop of white rice, and they'll do it.
And that's the thing too. Like if customers ask for like more rice, like we just give it to you. So it's like it's not even like a big deal if I over scoop and you don't ask for more, because if you were to ask for more, I would give it to you. Like you could be like you could come in the restaurant and ask me for a bowl with 8 scoops of white rice, and that's it, and I would give that to you and put some sour cream on it. I think I had a dude ask that once. It was gross. I was like.
For 8 scoops of rice?
He just asked for like it was like 5 scoops of rice and like 2 scoops of sour cream on the rice.
That
I was like
disgusting though.
I literally looked at him. I was like, just rice and the sour. He was like, "Yep." I was like,
That's so
"Yeah, I
gross.
was."
That's like rice soup. That's
Yeah,
nasty.
some people like it
I
though.
hate. Ugh.
Like
But
I
why
know,
just that?
I've met other people that like sour cream and rice, and I don't know where that came from.
Just sour cream and rice.
Yeah, like sour cream and like yeah, rice.
Hold on. I want to know. I want to learn if this is a dish that like is known. Sour cream
No,
and
I
rice.
literally think it's like a white person thing. I don't know.
A white person thing?
Yeah, it's only I only know only white people I know do this.
Oh well, there's one called Mexican sour cream rice.
Okay, yeah,
But that looks a
facts.
lot. That looks like it has way more stuff in it. It's just there is one that's just sour cream and
Rice.
that's really gross. Okay, yeah, there's one that uses chilies. So I guess it is a thing, but that's nasty.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I got my Chipotle, and I was walking back. I had my bike, so I was gonna walk to where I could get on my bike and go, and I had to just cross the street. So I got to the intersection, and there was this guy who is, I don't think he was homeless, but he was like homeless adjacent, I guess is
Homeless adjacent.
I've heard that's the term. Whatever. He looked like he could be homeless. And he had like a fanny pack on and like a backpack and whatever, and he like just randomly asked me, "Hey, what's your favorite color?" So I
What's your
stopped
favorite
and I was like,
color?
yeah. I was like,
Yeah,
okay.
I was like, I would expect like, you got any cigarettes?
Yeah, exactly. I like stopped and I was like, blue is my favorite color. So then he got out a really shiny penny and two blue like paint markers and started coloring color the penny blue. And I was like, oh, he's making like some sort of artwork thing. And he was, and then he was like, what's your name? And I was like, Daniel. And then he got out a Dremel with like a diamond like engraving tip on it and
Yeah.
started dremeling my name into the penny on the blue. So it was like blue with silvery letters. I was like, oh, this is cool. And then he was like, what's your girlfriend? Or he was like, do you have a girlfriend? And I was like, yeah. He asked what her name was. And I said, Anna. So then he put
That's
her name on
cool.
the back.
That's
Yeah.
fucking
And then he
cool.
like twisted it up in some wire and like made it into a little, and he drew like a moon on it and Tucson 2023 or whatever. It was just cool.
You
And so
encountered
he,
a trickster, like a
I,
magic trickster.
I did,
That
and I
was
was
not
like,
a human. That was a being of like
he just appeared there.
mischief.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
was.
and the weird, he had a golf cart with two like baby huskies in it,
Oh yeah, this
and they were like,
guy's.
he was just a traveling
He's a
mage. That's
wizard.
what he
Yeah, there's a
was. Yeah.
wizard. That was a wizard. You met a
It
wizard.
was it was very weird. So he made this thing,
That's
and he was
cool.
like a little piece of like a keychain with like a wire loop in it or something, and he gave it to me. And he didn't ask for money or anything. I was gonna ask him, could I Venmo you something? Like I didn't have any cash on me, and he did say like if you want to donate or something, that'd be great. And so I Venmoed him like $20 because I was like, this was really fun, and you're a nice. He was like a nice guy, so I was like,
Hmm,
I want to help you out as much as I can like reasonably afford.
that's
And
cool.
so and then it was great. And his name was Kai or whatever. And then I left and I put the thing in my jeans pocket and got on my bike because yeah, I put the thing in my jeans pocket, got on my bike, rode all the way back to my dorm, got off my bike, and then I was like, I should probably check. Or I got out my keys to lock my bike,
Yeah.
which is in like a gravel parking lot, and I was like, I should probably check to make sure the thing is still there. I reached in my pocket
And you
and it was
lost it.
gone, and I was like,
No.
no, because it was like
It was
it
cool.
meant something. It was cool.
It
It
was
was
a
not
cool
something
experience.
stupid. Yeah, it was a very cool experience, and I was
You're
like,
like, oh, what is that? Like, oh, I got this from a homeless man.
yeah, and I was like, and it wasn't even about like, oh, I donated or whatever. It was literally like it actually meant something to me, and I was
Yeah, it
really
was like,
sad. So I also felt bad because he made it. I was like, even though it was pretty simple, it
at
just
least it's got your name on it.
yeah, it was cool, and I was looking forward to like putting it actually on my keychain or something, or
Yeah,
my keyring.
cause
So
that's a dope story, like to
it
just
is, yeah,
tell.
but it gets better. It gets even weirder because I was like, okay, I really liked it so much, so I'm gonna retrace my steps with my bike headlight on the
Yeah,
ground and like zigzag around and try and find this thing. So I first of all I searched the gravel. I searched on the
uh,
ground next to my bike or whatever. It wasn't there. So I put on my headlight and got on my bike and rode back really slowly all the way. It took like 10 minutes or something to get it was not very far. I went all the way back and I couldn't find it. So then I went all the way back to the guy. Um, and I was like, hey, you're not going to believe this, but I I put it in my pocket, and then when I got to where I was going, it was gone. And he was like, "Oh yeah, I'll make you another one, no problem." So this time he asked me what Anna's favorite color was, so he made it purple because she
Nice.
doesn't have a favorite color, but she likes purple.
Yeah.
That's what I said. So he made another one. It was great. It was awesome. And I was like, okay, this time I'm gonna put it in my backpack so it doesn't go away. And I talked to him some more and had like a bigger
Yeah.
conversation with him. And it's like almost 11 at night now at this point. And so then I got on my bike. I rode all the way back. I was still looking for it, and he was like, "Yeah, if you find it, then you'll have two." And I was like, "Yeah, one for each of us." So I didn't find it. I was like,
I
"Darn
was
it!"
gonna
I
say
was
if
really,
you found it, that's legit.
I know, I was really sad. I parked my bike, and I got out my key. I made sure I still had the other one, and then I was like, "Wait a minute, what are the odds that like when I reached in to get my key the first time,
It like popped
the
out.
it fell out, which I'd already checked. I'd already checked the ground, and it
Yeah.
wasn't there with my
Yeah.
flashlight for like 5 minutes.
You're like,
And I was like, okay, what if when I walk around on this gravel, it's just enough to bury the thing? And so I just looked down, poked the gravel once with my foot, and the thing popped out. And I was like, oh my
no,
God. I
let's
was like, yeah.
go.
I was so happy. I looked down at it.
Not, yeah.
I
You're
was just
like,
like, what the heck? It was
that's
just the
cool.
weirdest. I spent like 45 minutes after I lost it the first time. I spent like a total of 45 minutes
You
like
probably felt
going
like
back,
super silly, huh? You're like, oh
getting
my
another
god.
one, and coming back, and now I had to. It was just the abs. It
But
was
now
like
you have two wizard coins.
now I have two wizard coins, and it was just the weirdest coincidence. It was like just the moment I completed my journey. It was like the universe was like, yes, you are done with this experience. Here you
Yeah,
go. Here's
yeah.
the like
What did we
you were
learn
meant
from
to.
this? What was the lesson?
I was like, what? There's a lesson here. I was that
That's
was
cool
so
though.
weird.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It
So
was
now I've
like,
got two
yeah, that's
wizard
so
coins
like,
for
it's so
me.
like, that's so like the way you described it is so like movie like, you know what I mean? Like you go on
Yeah.
this whole journey, you get a new one,
Quest.
you're coming
Yeah.
back, boop,
It's
pop.
just right
Like
there. It's just
if you've ever read The Alchemist, that's very reminiscent of what
yeah.
happens in that
Yeah.
book.
I was
'Cause
just
he has like the main character has like a dream about like a treasure, and then like
yeah.
he goes to like Egypt to like find it, but he doesn't find it there, and he's like, what the fuck? And then he goes back to like his OG place, and then like he looks at something and is like, that's the thing from my dream.
That's it.
And then he just like digs a hole, like basically in the exact same place the story starts,
Yeah.
in like this little church, and he like finds the treasure. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was exactly like that.
the
That's so
the journey is what matters.
that's literally it was like I was like meant to talk to this guy more, or like I was meant to interact with this guy and like meet this guy and then like continue to talk with him because now like he like we knew each other's names like better, like we
Yeah.
neither of us remember the other's name
He's
when I
gonna
went
like
back.
you're gonna be like in trouble like later
Yeah, he's
on.
gonna like show up on his golf
And then
cart
he's
with his
gonna
left
just
keys and like, come on,
Daniel.
take my hand. I'll, like slip on the golf cart.
Yeah,
So weird.
that's cool.
Yeah, that was the weirdest thing to happen to me for like in a long time.
That is, yeah, that
But
is an interesting
it was
story.
fun. And then it snowed in Tucson the next day.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah, that's cool.
That was him. That was like the effect of him like
Yeah, that
moving
was his
back to the,
presence. Like he's
ethereal plane. Yeah, it was like
he's a snow miser.
yeah.
That one guy. Fucking yeah, that's pretty wild. I don't know. I haven't had any cool shit like that happen to me. The homeless people here just ask you for cigarettes. They don't they don't give you cool wizard
This guy
coins.
had like a whole. This guy had like a whole like art. It was very cool. I would much rather that. Like yeah, I mean
that's pretty dope. Are you on spring break right now?
I am.
Cool. Yeah.
You are too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh.
We're at like 44 right now. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think I hit most of the shit. I don't know. I'm not really doing anything over spring break, and most of what I've been doing is school. So
Yeah.
I talked about my books. Tokyo
Oh,
Ghoul.
yeah.
I'm a
Wait,
little
is that
yeah. It's an anime that it used to be like popping like back in like 20 like 14.
Wait, is it a book or is it like a,
It's a comic
graphic
book.
novel? Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's backwards. Yeah, nice. The backwards thing, I tried to read some of my brother's Pokemon
Oh
anime
yeah,
books,
yeah,
and I every time I'll turn the page and immediately go to the wrong page, and
yeah.
I'll see everything that happens on that page. I'm like, God dang it, and
Because
I have to go
normally
back.
you'd go like
Yeah,
that, but you go like this.
so trippy.
Does this one have like a? Sometimes they'll be like, "Hey, you're
Oh,
going the wrong way."
yeah,
Yeah, no, it doesn't have that.
doesn't have
I
it.
guess it
Oh man,
expects it expects it if you're reading this. You already know.
it's like a yeah, exactly. It's like an expert level, advanced novel.
Literally. But yeah, Tokyo Ghoul, it was popping back in like 2014. Got like hella popular because the opening was like really cool. You might have even heard the opening before. It like I'm
What's
not gonna sing it, but
Oh, it's a show?
yeah,
Oh, okay,
it was a
okay.
book first, and then it got
Oh,
adapted into an anime.
okay.
Most animes are based off of a manga, which is like the comic version.
Is that a manga then, technically?
Yes, this
Okay.
was a manga.
Okay.
I have the whole box set. I bought the whole box set. I don't know why. Like
Nice.
I've never really like been like a Tokyo Ghoul fan
Yeah.
before, but like low key I am. Like that's the thing. Like I watched the show when I was young. I had the theme song on my playlist. Like I listened to that shit. You know what I mean? Like I was into it, but like there's like some shit happened with like the anime adaptation, and the anime adaptation is like really garbage, and I never read the manga because I didn't really read manga at the time. But I don't know. The other day I was just chilling and I was like, man, I want to read that story. So
Yeah.
my birthday passed. I'm 21 now. Yeah, I guess that's
Oh yeah,
something.
happy birthday.
Yeah, my birthday
Nice.
was on the 18th. So
Sweet.
it was fun. It was cool. Nothing's really different now. Now I'm 21. You know. Are you still 20? When do you turn 21?
I turned 21 on June 1st.
Cool.
Yep.
Summer birthday.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Whenever yeah, never have my birthday during school.
that's a rip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I've never been one for big birthday parties anyway. I just like play EOE with you guys or something.
Yeah. But yeah,
Although I
it's a
guess your
pretty good
21st
story.
birthday. Yeah.
It's about like these humans. They're not humans. They're ghouls. They're called
Mm.
ghouls. They look exactly like humans, and they basically are humans. Like, but they eat people. They have to.
Oh,
They can only eat humans.
yeah.
I don't know. It's like a whole thing. Like they literally can't eat like other food, and like it's a story about like this guy. He was a human, and he gets attacked by a ghoul, and there's like an accident that happens, and the ghoul's organs, because the ghoul dies, and then her organs get transplanted into him. So then now he
Yeah.
becomes like half human, half ghoul, and it's about like him grappling with like this new like life that he has to live of him being
Yeah.
like this monster, right? And like
Yeah.
him learning about like ghoul society, and like there's a lot of like psychological stuff. He
Nice.
gets like tortured at one point. All of his hair turns white because he's so stressed out. It's pretty metal. They like tear his toes and
Yeah.
fingers off.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's like a
No,
whole deal. They put a centipede in his ear
Why?
because, fuck shit. Like,
Like a centipede, or
yeah,
like just a
like a
like.
centipede.
So did it like bite him or something?
Yeah, it makes him go like
Oh,
crazy. Like that's the whole
that's
thing is like this guy, like this main character, he's like this little like bitch boy, right? Who's like, oh, like I just want a girlfriend,
yeah.
and then like he gets brought into this like gross, like violent world of the ghouls, but also at the same time like they're just trying to survive. So then he meets like this group of bad ghouls, and they capture him and they like torture him because he's a half ghoul. He's half
Mm.
human, half. Pretty fucking good
Wow.
story. I don't know. I like basically I like it because like I'm just like him. You know what I mean? Like basically
That's cool.
like we're like the same person. I'm just so like damaged and like edgy and like emo. Like I'm just like I'm being like I'm doing a thing. You know what I mean? I don't know what to call
I
it.
know.
Like I'm just so
I'm
like
so damaged, man.
my life's been so hard. Like I just
I feel like I'm the same as this half ghoul, half human guy.
yeah, fucking some shit like that. Brings catharsis. Makes me feel. It makes me feel like. Let me try to figure out how to put this. It makes me feel like the horrors of the world are not subject to only me.
Subject to only you, or you're not subject?
Like
Wait.
I'm not alone.
Oh,
like-
okay, yeah.
Bad shit happens to everybody.
Yeah. That's cool. I mean, that's always good when you can find a novel or any kind of media that like gives you that kind of. I mean, yeah, that's good. That kind of clarity.
Yeah. Go listen to the opening.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. All right. Yeah. Is there anything? There's anything else I want to talk about? Is there? Yeah.
I'm good. I think that's it. Wait, so we're calling this one? Was it ripped?
Not.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Man. This
Shit.
might
It's
just
like
be-
was not ripped.
yeah, I guess it should be. Well,
Wasn't
I like the
ripped.
question. Yeah, was it ripped?
Was it ripped? Question mark. I like that. All right. Squad out, gang out, peace out, gang, squad. Hungry
comment,
hungry
subscribe.
gang, hungry squad. Like, comment, subscribe. All right. Goodbye. Oh shit. Fuck.